I was just feeling unfulfilled. So I was like, yo, I need to kind of break free from this mold and figure out what's next. Cause I can't keep waking up and doing the same thing over and over again, expecting new results. So man, I broke free. I was like, you know what? I hit a certain number that I wanted to in my bank account. Like, yo, this is my goal and this is what I'm gonna set. Once I hit this number and I get this contract, and then I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna just go after it. And there's a lot of imposter syndrome. Back to your question, there we go, about like feeling like, do I ever need to go back and get a job? Yeah, at times I do. At times the money dry up and you be like, yo, I think I should go back and get a job. But then it's always like this little whisper in my ear. It's like, nah, you didn't come this far just to come this far. You really came this far because there's more. God's like, yo, I got more for you in store, but I need you to just listen. So in the times where it's quiet or it's slow, or you feel like you had that doubt, come back to me. Come listen. I think jobs are amazing. The stability of having a job, knowing what you're gonna get every week, every month. But there's also instability. People get laid off, budget cuts, things happen where you also still don't have that security. So it's kind of fun having to figure it out myself. Like having to go get it, having my back against the wall is scary, but it forces you to move. Cause if I don't move, I don't eat, bro. I'm eating noodles and I'm out the mud. We back to dollar pizza and eating spaghetti with sauce with no kind of meat or nothing on it. Like you get back to that kind of mode of being hungry for more. I'm getting better at figuring out how to navigate my life working for myself, because everybody think it's all glitz and glamour. Like, oh, you work for yourself, you do this. But like, yo, it's a side of that that's not glamorous. It's days where you like, you really don't know if you're gonna eat. You don't know if you're gonna have enough money for rent that month. You're not sure if like somebody's gonna call you next week. You're not sure. It's slow periods where nothing is happening. And it's just you sitting in the house looking like this. I ain't got it figured out, man. I don't got it no more figured out than the next person. It's just a gradual every day of building and refining and then stepping it brick by brick. Like Nipsey said, like, yo, it's brick by brick. I built this brick by brick. Nigel, brick by brick. And that's how you got to build it. It's just a continuous flow of not giving up, a continuous flow of figuring out what's next, a continuous flow of trying to evolve and change and move with the times, but also staying true to yourself. Because in the flow of trying to like figure it out or keep up with the Joneses or keep up with this person or that person, you can also lose yourself. A lot of people lose their authenticity trying to show that they have it all figured out. But the authenticity is in letting people know your flaws, letting people know that, yo, I don't got it figured out. I woke up today sad. I woke up today depressed. I woke up today and didn't know what was going to happen. But that's the humanity of, figuring it out, is going through every single emotion to do what you love, but not giving it up at the same time. Like, let that sadness turn to happiness. It's always an opportunity to lose who you are, to lose your core values and what made you get to this point, or just lose your morals and things. Because the higher you go, the more things are offered to you. The cooler you get, the more opportunities it is to do stuff that you may or may not want to do. The farther you go, the easier it is to be like, I'm not going to hold true to what I said to myself a year ago. I'm going to just go off and see what this is about. And before you know it, you look back and you off the track of who you are or where you want to go. And you kind of like lose a sense of your own self. So it's easy. It's easy to get distracted because the more money, more problems. That's a true statement. More money than your eyes get. Oh, I need this Rolex. I need this car to look like this. I need to have this to keep up with that. And then before you know it, you stuck in frivolous living, stuck in vanity rather than just staying true. I'm not saying those things are bad things. I think those things can be rewards, for what we do. But I feel like God has also given us this to be able to bless other people. So staying true to yourself and realizing, yo, this is a blessing. Like, this isn't just for me to hoard for myself or make myself look cool, but it's for me to allow other people to come to my tree and pick off my tree. I think having that keeps me from fully losing myself and just getting fully involved, immersed in like only being about me, but being about the community and the people around me and being able to be a resource for those. So that keeps me from going too far left. 10 years ago, I just moved to New York, had bright, bushy-eyed, just graduated school. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go to New York. I got my degree. I'm about to get a job. I'm about to make, back then, when you ain't got no money, $50,000, $60,000. I'm like, oh man, I'm about to go to here and make $50,000, $60,000. I'm gonna have this apartment. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like that. From a small city, man. I'm from Flint, Michigan. So a city like New York is 100 times as many people. I think Flint think when I was there, it was 85,000 people in the city. You come to New York, it's 8.5 million people in the city. So not just kind of being naive and not knowing like what it really was gonna take to get here. But once I got here, realizing like, yo, okay, that job not just gonna line up immediately how you want it to go. You know, that money not gonna come immediately exactly how you want it to come. So this was 10 years of just putting in work. I got here, I was working 4 jobs. I was probably making $120 a week. If that, I was interning at Stable Pigeon, interning at Reed Space. I was working at a sneaker store called Rhyme. I was doing freelance on the side for the Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival. So it was like getting here and immersing in myself, but knowing like one thing that has been constant with me in all of like the 10 years of this is just not quitting and knowing that it's more. What's bigger, the situation that I'm in or where I want to be? I feel like some people get caught in like the situation that I'm in. Oh, this situation is so bad. I can't, move from the situation. But it's more like, yo, where I want to be is so much bigger than the situation that I'm in. And if I believe in God and I believe it's a purpose, and the God is bigger than also the situation that I'm in too. So there's hope on the other side of whatever that I'm going through. And if I'm going through it, I know somebody else is going through something too. And if I can get through this, then that's gonna be a story for somebody else. And they can be like, yo, I saw that he made it through this. I know that I can make it through it too. So the 10 years of just culmination of that, getting to this point to where I'm at now is all about perseverance. I think now in this world, we have so much distraction. We got social media, we got events, we got parties, we got alcohol, we got drugs, we got liquor. We all know the whole 9 yards of addictions or whatever that we can do. But really, it took time. It took time sitting with myself in silence. It took time going to therapy, understanding why I tick the way I do, understanding my triggers, understanding, of course, where I came from, family of origin, how I grew up, days, imposter syndrome when I had it or insecurities when I had it, and then going through therapy, journaling, writing, and just learning myself. Like it takes time to learn yourself. It takes time to figure out who you are. It doesn't just happen. But if you're just influenced by everything around you, you never really find out that personal awareness for yourself. So it took years, years and years. Like I remember being in meetings or walking around New York, just, anxious, depressed, like not knowing who I am, but locking into that and figuring it out helped me build a foundation. It broke me down, to the core of myself and broke me down to my lowest point. I had no money. I was broke. I was couch hopping. Literally, I would be at one house and I'm like, yo, I know that this salary job is coming. But then like they'd be like, oh, well, you can't be here no more. So literally next day, yo, you got to leave next day. So next day, somebody like, yo, you can come stay with me. So it's like, yo, thank you, Jesus. Like I didn't know how that happened. So then another time, same thing. Well, I'm about to move. Some homies want to get an apartment, then was like, oh, we're gonna loop you in, then went and got it without me. So then once again, it's like, oh, where I'm about to go. Next day, somebody was like, yo, you can come here. So it's like those moments, they break you down, but they build you up. But having therapy in those moments, having therapy after those moments helped me keep like a sense of myself, a sense of peace, a sense of like a sense of it's really a sense of peace. I remember one time, like that time I was like, man, you know what? When you got nothing, you really kind of got everything. Like I got God, I got friends, I got my family. And if I got nothing, I still got everything. Because you know what? Anything can happen from here forward. Because sometimes we get a bunch of stuff and then we, start doing stuff in our own power. So I learned through those situations. I learned through anxiety. I learned through depression. I learned through going to therapy how to use anxiety and depression to get through it. I had very bad anxiety and depression for years. I can proudly say that I am anxiety and basically depression free for the most part. My mom passed away 2 years ago. And that was another moment where I had never felt that kind of pain. Like you can lose I've lost friends, things of that manner. But yo, when you lose a parent, like the person who birthed you, who brought you into this life, who nurtured you, who cared for you, especially if it's your mom. If you think about it, your mother is the first person that you love, in a sense. Like before you love, your daughter, before you loved your, your wife or your girl or whatever, your mother was the first woman you loved. So losing that in the fashion that I lost my mom, like it was blink of an eye. Like one day she was good and we were talking. Next day she was in the hospital. Next 3 days I was flying in for an emergency surgery, and then 10 days after that, gone. Like there was no That's it. There was no way. We had no idea why. It wasn't nothing that was a long-term sickness, just gone. And they rocked my world. Your parents and how they raise you and who you are to them and who they are to you is such a core part of your identity. So for the first year and a half of my mom dying, it felt like every day you wake up, you stand on the rug and somebody just ripped the rug from under you. Every day you wake up, like, okay, I'm good. And then 5 minutes later, it kind of sets in your stomach. Just feel like somebody's ripping the rug away from you. And it's hard to function. It's hard to continue everyday life with such a big portion of your life being gone. And grief is longing, Like people say it's sadness, but a lot of it's just longing. It's longing for the love that you still have for that person, that passed away, that you want to continue to give them, that you want to stay connected to them. And for a long time, man, I was down. I couldn't, I mean, I probably don't remember the first year after my mom died. It was a blur. It's really just going through the motions and trying to stay afloat. I had left my job at the same time. So that, you know, losing a parent, leaving the job, trying to navigate two huge life changes at the same time. But I needed it because I didn't feel like if I stayed in corporate, I would have had the time and space to grieve properly. I think the biggest thing about grief is I see even people in my family, and just people around us, like we get stuck in grief. I get stuck in grief. And I learned that, I had to surrender every day. You got to surrender that person. And you can't heal until you surrender that person every day. Like, I understand. Like, I love this person. I miss this person. It sucks that this person is gone. But I give it up to your will. I can't bring this person back. I can't continue to hold on to it like it's coming back because it continues to keep me from being able to move forward. And that was the hardest thing to do until I went to a camp. I went to a summer camp. Sounds crazy because like, what adults are going to summer camp? Went to a summer camp. It was a grief camp. I went with it was all kinds of different people, men, women, old, young, people who've been through a bunch of different situations. And I was just hearing people talk like, man, I lost both my parents in a car accident at the same time. People talking about, I lost my mom, my dad at 4 years old, and they didn't have no recollection of like their parents. And I was sitting there just by the bonfire, man. And I was like, man, not comparing my grief to nobody else, but I had my mom for 30 something years of my life. She saw me grow up. She saw me graduate. She saw me graduate college. She saw me make a life for myself, saw me take care of myself, saw me on TV. My mom saw me through pretty much every stage of my adult life besides getting married and having kids. And hearing other people and being around them gave me perspective. It's like, man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that time. I'm grateful that I was allowed to have that many years with her. And from that point on, I was able to move forward with a sense of gratitude rather than a sense of sadness. Like, and I still get sad from time to time. I still hear a song, hear some BB or CC Winans and the tears would fall or, things like that. But it's so funny because in those same moments, it's a joy too. As much as it's sad, it's a joy because I still had those memories of her. I still had those memories that warm my heart and caused me to cry at the same time. So it's beautiful. If you can make it through the loss of a parent, personally, I don't think there's too many other things that are more, that are more that hurt you more than losing a parent. I would say if I had a terminal illness myself, losing a child, or something like that. And no offense to anybody else who may see this like, oh well, it's worse things, but I feel like those are like huge milestones. So I just learned that, I'm still resilient. I'm able to move forward. I'm stronger than I think. And that, also God loves me. Regardless of the love that was lost, God loves me. My friends love me. They all rallied around me. Like nobody let me be down. Whoever needed to come over, they came over. Whoever I call like, I just need to talk. Hey, let's link up. Let's just sit in silence. So many friends just sat in silence. I learned that about myself. I got a community that loves me. Got God that loved me. I got family that love me. I got people around me that love me and care for me, man. People showed up for me. So, so much. It was beautiful. I learned that, strength just doesn't just come from me. It just comes from the people around me as well. I want to hear a story. I had a dream, man. You know what also helped me too? Man, I've had multiple dreams about my mom after passing. I'm not sure if other people watching this had dreams about their mom passing, but I had this one beautiful dream, man. It touched me to my soul. I was asleep. Of course, I was asleep. I was dreaming. I was asleep. So it's this. I'm like in this dream. It's just darkness like all around. Right. I'm walking, but at the end is like this light. So I'm walking towards this light, and I get to it. It's my mom standing there. She in a white robe, smiling, glowing. It's like the open gates, and it's like light coming out of it. And she was like, "Yo, son, just want to let you know I love you and I'm good. Like you don't got to worry about me no more. You don't got to hold on to that no more. Like I'm in heaven. I'm having a great time." Like, and it just like we hugged, and then I was like crying in the dream. I woke up crying, but I woke up crying. I woke up smiling at the same time. It was like the confirmation that like she was good. I feel like it's kind of inexplainable sometimes. You know, it's like, but that I have moments like that often. Like I have moments where she'll walk into in a dream and she'll walk into the house and be like, "Yo, I can only stay for a little bit, but I came here to catch up." Damn, I'm tearing up. I came here to catch up. And it'd be like in the dream, I'm catching up. We're like, "Yo, no, this happened, da 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 da." And then like she'd be like, "Okay, well, I gotta go. I gotta go again now." And then she'll leave. And like, yo, those moments are so beautiful to me. Those moments, they're bittersweet. It's like you still having that conversation, that connection with that person, and God allowing you to have those moments. But it's like, dang, I really wish I could just really call you. I could really hug you. I could really feel you. So it's been some amazing, like, supernatural moments too. I think it's a crime that when somebody dies, the immediate family has to coordinate the funeral. I cannot understand for the life of me why. I get why, because you know that person the most, and you're the ones who know like where everything is to get it together. But it is the most grueling process you've ever been through. Like having to go through and look at pictures of whoever your deceased loved one is, put it all together, write a bio about them, pick out their clothes, go look at the body. Like it's really numbing, and you don't feel anything for like 2 weeks. And then after the limo was done, after everybody done doing the Cupid shuffle and eating chicken and doing all that, and you're home, it's 3 weeks, and then you finally come down, you don't even realize you just went through all of that. And then like it sets in, like it's quiet. And then the grief sets in. And then you got to make sure like you're reaching out to people to just talk, even if it's not even about crying, just to be like, yo, I need to be around somebody, or I need to talk to somebody, I need to catch up with somebody. That process is absolutely insane, you know. And I think that there's growth in that process. You know, there's growth in that process of grieving by yourself, but there's growth in that process of allowing other people to lift you up. Me and my pops got closer. We always been close, but I feel like we got closer. And I've had only seen my dad cry maybe on 3 occasions. So this was a different cry though. You know, I saw his dad pass, saw him cry then, saw his mom pass, saw him cry then. But when it's like your wife, that's just a different level of, I can't even fathom that type of loss. When you spend 40 years with somebody, then all of a sudden they gone and you in the bed by yourself. So yeah, I chilled. I slept with him a few times to make sure he was good, you know, and just checking on him, man. Cause a lot of times people lose one parent and lose the other one because they were just so intertwined. So it's really just having to be more, and you gotta get rid of that toxic masculinity. You know, I think the bigger thing is like telling him too, like, hey man, it's okay to like let me know you sad. It's okay to let me know you don't feel good. Like, I'm gonna come cry to you. Like, it's okay to let you know that I don't feel good. To let you know that, yo, I'm not okay today. Hey, yo, I'm feeling this about mom. Or like, it's okay to tell me you feel this about your wife. And like letting go of toxic, like showing how you can let go of that toxic masculinity. You know, like you can let go of this, bro. You can be free. You ain't gotta be tough just because I'm your son. Like we can be vulnerable together and we can grow and we can heal together. There's no need to have our chest puffed up and act like everything is okay when it really might not be okay. As soon as my mom passed away, I think I texted like 3 or 4 of my friends now, and that who I knew parents had passed away. And I was like, yo, I'm sorry. And they're like, for what? I was like, I didn't understand what you were going through, like when you were going through it. But now that I went through it, I understand. And I wish that I was there for you more. You know, I wish that I showed up for you more when those things happen. I wish like I knew what to say or what to do. But now that I'm in the situation, I understand like, yo, this is a tough situation. So I got closer to a lot of my friends who lost their parents before me. And then just being the age we are now, like it's kind of starting to happen more. Like you're starting to see like more people's parents are starting to pass away. Like, so then you become part of this kind of exclusive like dead parents club that nobody wants to be a part of, but it's like an unspoken language, you know? Like you see somebody like, yo, what's up? You hug them a little extra tighter. Yo, how you doing, man? Yo, you know, with my close friends, like we keep dates. I know the dates of my friends, you know, parents' birthdays. I know the dates they passed. So whenever those days come around, or Mother's Day or Father's Day, we text each other, yo, happy heavenly, you know, birthday to your mother. Happy heavenly birthday to your dad, you know. I feel like we were never meant to consume so much. and B, never meant to output so much. So burnout is so much faster now. Cause think about it, yo, screen times are probably up crazy. People spending, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, hours on screen. We're using the phone like it's TV now. Like somebody said to me the other day, and it was so important to know. She's like, yeah, I just be watching Instagram. Like I'll be watching, I scroll a reel, scroll another reel, scroll another reel, share it, scroll it. Like people are watching Instagram. And I think that goes against our self-care too. Like spending so much time consuming and also trying to output. So yeah, when I get away from those things, I feel it. I feel it in my productivity. Either I'm not focusing on things that I need to get done, like or creating things I need to create, or taking time on the projects and getting the stuff I need to get done, or I'm just sluggish, lethargic, imposter syndrome setting in because you're consuming so much of other people's content. Oh, this person's doing this. Oh, this person's doing that. Oh, they did this. Oh, they got that many likes. Oh, they got this. Or they went viral. Like it's even if you don't think about it in the front of your brain subconsciously, like you're thinking about it and you feel it. You feel it when you're not doing this self-care. So logging off the phone is something I definitely need to do more. Take time to get away. Take time to touch grass, see some reality. I think of it like basketball. Like to me, this is like the NBA. Like, man, I want to compete. I want to be just as good as they are. I want to try to, supersede and succeed past where they're at. Not in a way where it's like bravado, like, oh, I'm trying to be better. No, it's like, yo, no, this person inspires me. This person's work, elite. Like I'm inspired by what they do. And I feel like, yo, I can step my game up. I can get better at hosting. I can get better at designing. I can get better at my brand. I can get better at putting these things and these pieces together, and I can be good as well. So it's more so for me a comparison of like, okay, let me look at my work and let me see how they worked and what they did and how, you know, they got to that point in their career. And let me see how I can apply that to compete with myself, to look at myself and grow in my own worth, my own value, my own creativity. So it's not really a competition or like comparison, like, oh man, they better than me, or envy, like, oh, I wish, or like, how they get that? No, it's more like no, they got that. That's fire and that's inspiring. So like, how can I get to where they're going? What are they doing? How can I study and look at what they're doing, figure out how to get to, a similar place. So for me, it's community, not competition. Where do I go from here? How do I take this from being social media hosting? How do I get on TV? How do I get a show? How do I evolve that? With hosting taking off so much, my brand haven't had time to put into my brand. So, how do if I don't have time to do that, well, how do I put other people in position to help? How do I help, the people around me grow and put them in position so the brand can continue to grow while I grow, while we all grow together in the ecosystem. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited about where my entertainment career is going, really excited about where Leader, the brand is going, and figuring out how to continue to have that rise at the same time and get my homies in it, man. Get my homies putting stuff together, man. We got a bunch of ideas. Now it's just about the execution and putting it together. And I'm excited. I'm just excited for life, man. After having grief and losing people, man, you got one life. We got 24 hours in the day, and we don't know if we're gonna get that next. We don't know if we're gonna get the next 24 hours. Really, you don't know if you're gonna get the next second, the next minute. So for me, every breath that I take, every day that I wake up, every time I get an opportunity to do something, to speak, to go out, like I'm so excited. You know why? Because this could be the last time I get to do it. So it's about cherishing every single second moment that you have.